The sun, a molten gold, spilled over Echo Valley. Nova, a bright-eyed Trudon hatchling, slipped through towering ferns, their fronds brushing her scaled hide. She tried to etch the winding path into her memory, a mental map to a mythical meadow she'd only heard whispered about. "My brain needs to be a trusted map," she muttered, a tiny claw tracing an invisible line in the air. Not a dusty compass that forgets where it's aiming. From unseen corners, a playful chorus of chirps and hoots echoed. "Whoa there, Nova. The day's big plans are about to hatch." She ignored them, fixing her gaze on a distant, shimmering peak. "If I could train my mind like I train my legs, I could find the meadow that glows when you think clearly." Deep within a quiet, moss-draped cave, Orin, the ancient ankylosaurus, sat. Prismatic specks, like captured starlight, shimmered on the cave walls, each a tiny, suspended idea. Nova found him, his massive form still as a boulder warmed by the sun. "Young Nova," Orin rumbled, his voice a low, comforting vibration. "The mind is a muscle. It grows stronger when you use it with purpose and kindness to yourself." Nova tilted her head, her curiosity boundless. "I've heard that, but how do I start? So many ideas swarm in there, I don't know which one to train first." Orin's tail, thick and armored, tapped gently on the mossy floor. "We start with stillness, then small steps. Mind muscles grow best with steady, thoughtful practice." He unrolled a tattered map, its edges softened by time. Mind Mountain, a glowing peak, dominated the parchment, a faint, curious energy humming from its depicted ridges. "Mind Mountain is real," Orin explained, tracing the peak with a blunt claw. "Its summit holds the meadow of focus, where your best ideas become actions. But the climb begins with a single clear goal." "A goal, not a dream?" Nova asked, her gaze fixed on the map. "A dream with a map," Orin corrected, a slow smile spreading across his broad face. "The mind loves maps." A sudden gust of wind, followed by a flurry of flapping wings, announced Pico, the pterodactyl. He swooped in, landing with a joyful squawk, his eyes bright with mischief. "I heard you're climbing a mind mountain," Pico chirped, already bouncing on his talons. "I've got a plan. We visualize the path, then practice on small rocks, one step at a time." Nova's eyes widened. A visualization and a practice plan. "I like this." Orin nodded, a rumble of approval. "Good. We'll use your strengths, Pico, and ground them with Nova's focus." The trio settled near a crystal-clear pool, its surface reflecting the vast blue sky. Orin instructed them, his voice a gentle rhythm. "Inhale like you're gathering light. Exhale like you're releasing a fog that hides your goals." Nova breathed deeply, her chest expanding. "I can feel the fog thinning already." Pico puffed out his chest, wings fluttering. "I call that air gaming. It makes my ideas feel lighter." A faint, insidious whisper slithered from the shadows, a formless presence. "You'll forget your plan anyway. Why bother?" Nova held her breath, then released it, a quiet defiance in her gaze. "Not today. My mind's getting stronger, one breath at a time." Orin arranged a small course, a series of pebbles leading to a marked target. Mastery begins with tiny steps. "Name a micro-skill you'll practice today." "I'll practice the plan for a hunting route," Nova declared, pointing to the pebbles. Broken into 3 short steps, Pico zipped around. "I'll time myself with a leaf kaleidoscope timer, fun and precise." "You'll trip on the first step." The whisper returned, more insistent. Nova met the unseen challenge, her voice steady. "I'll learn from the stumble, not hide from it." They moved on, discovering glowing, crystalline jars nestled amongst the ferns. Inside each, a tiny, iridescent fossil shimmered. "What are these?" Nova peered closer. "Fossils of mistakes," Orin explained, his voice soft. "You pause, observe, learn, then put the fossil back with a better approach." Pico tapped a jar with his beak. "It's like saving a misstep as a lesson for later." "I approve. Lessons aren't fun," the whisper scoffed. Nova looked at the glowing fossils, a new understanding blooming. "They're the only kind that makes tomorrow possible." Pico took the lead. "Close your eyes. No, keep one eye open for safety. Imagine the meadow of focus. See the grasses of clarity. Hear the wind of momentum." The valley seemed to dim, the world receding as Nova's inner vision sharpened. "I'm there. The air feels different when I think clearly." Orin's voice was a warm current. "Visualization is rehearsal. Your brain sees what you intend to do before you do it." The moon rose, a pearly orb hanging in the velvet sky. They rested in a cave carved with the lullabies of ancient dinosaurs. "Sleep is not laziness," Orin murmured, his eyes half closed. "It's recovery for the mind." Nova curled up, a new resolve in her posture. I'll guard my bedtime like a precious egg. Pico yawned, stretching his leathery wings. A rested brain is a fearless brain. They reached a calm lake, its surface a mirror. Nova gazed into it, seeing her reflection shimmer, then resolve into a confident future self. I see myself solving problems calmly and quickly, she stated, her voice clear. That's not real, the doubt worm whispered, its voice a soft hiss. You could run out of time. Nova looked at her reflection, unwavering. I've trained for this moment, I'm ready. The doubt worm moved, a smoky shadow stretching across the valley, trying to spread its cold tendrils of hesitation. Your plan is too small, it hissed, its formless body undulating. The world is too big for your little steps. Nova stood firm. Small steps are how big things begin. Pico flapped his wings, a burst of energy. We'll shine you away with our small, bright actions. The ascent of Mind Mountain began, the peak now glowing with a tangible promise. The climb is a sequence of deliberate choices, Orin instructed, his voice steady. Not one giant leap. Nova placed one clawed foot before the other. Step by step I'll climb higher with my eyes on the meadow. A glittering gate, woven from crystalline light, blocked their path. If I can do this, Nova said, her determination unwavering, I can handle bigger things. Pico hovered, ready. I'll time the pace, and you lead us, Nova. The gate pulsed, its light intensifying. Focus is the key, courage is the lock, and practice is the bolt. The hilltop opened into a radiant meadow. Colors intensified, a symphony of emeralds and golds as Nova's mental discipline strengthened. The doubt worm, now a distant, fainter wisp, retreated. The meadow isn't a place only for success, Orin observed, his gaze sweeping the vibrant expanse. It is a state of practiced attention. Nova breathed in the clear air, a profound calm settling over her. The success I seek is the clarity to choose well, not a single outcome. This meadow is the training ground for those choices. They returned to Echo Valley, carrying a simple, repeatable plan. I'll start every morning with the clarity breath, Nova announced, her voice firm. Then pick one micro-skill to train. Pico zipped overhead. And I'll add a quick visualization before each flight or sprint. Orin nodded, a deep, satisfied rumble in his chest. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Your mind grows through steady, kind effort. The valley's colors brightened, creatures buzzing with newfound confidence. Look at all our small steps turning into a big journey. Nova smiled. A brisk barking fern rustled, its leaves swaying. The valley feels alive again. I'll learn from your light, not hide from it, the doubt worm whispered, its voice now barely a breath, fading into the valley's vibrant hum. As the sun dipped, painting the sky in fiery hues, the trio sat atop a hill overlooking the valley. Mind training is a lifetime journey, Orin mused, not a single climb. Nova leaned into the gentle breeze. Then we keep climbing, one tiny step at a time. Pico launched into the air, a joyful spiral. And we celebrate each tiny win with a victory flight. Orin's voice, warm and wise, echoed through the valley as the sun set over Mind Mountain. The brain is not a fixed thing. It is a garden. Tend it with clear goals, small steps, brave mistakes, calm visualization, and a routine that honors rest. The Mind Mountain will always be there to remind you. Success comes from training your mind, every day, in small, deliberate ways. Like and subscribe for more.